Episode 6 happened exactly the way I called it. Word for word, beat for beat. Every single person who said, nah, that's not going to happen. I hope you're watching. Because today, we're going deeper. Episode 7 leaks. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. What's coming might be the most insane episode of this entire show. Stay with me. Quick spoiler warning before we roll. If you're not caught up and want to stay clean, click off now. No hard feelings. But if spoilers don't kill your enjoyment and you still want to be prepared, let's get into it. Let's start with Homelander because of course we do. If you watched the end of episode 6, you saw it. Soldier Boy handed him the V1. No hesitation. Homelander injects it on the spot. And within seconds, his laser eyes go completely haywire. Not the clean, controlled beams we're used to. This was erratic, twitchy, like his own body was struggling to contain what was happening inside it. Now, I know some of you were still holding on to the theory that V1 would depower him. That this was finally going to be Homelander's karmic downfall. I've been saying since day one, that's not what's happening. V1 doesn't weaken him, it makes him immune. Specifically, immune to Butcher's compound V killing virus, the boys' nuclear option. The one move they had left on the board. Gone, just like that, completely off the table. Homelander isn't just hard to beat anymore. He's unkillable, near immortal, answerable to nobody. Whatever scraps of restraint he was holding on to before, evaporated. So what does a fully unleashed, freshly immortal Homelander do first? He goes to the White House. Let that land for a second. Homelander walks into the White House and kills President Calhoun. He actually does it. Just walks in and takes out the President of the United States. And once Calhoun is gone, everything starts folding under Homelander's control. This isn't a power grab anymore. This is a takeover, full stop. Meanwhile, on the boys' side of things, it's bad, like really bad. A new shifter working for the father captures both Huey and Butcher, which honestly tracks because those two have the combined survival instincts of a golden retriever at a fireworks show. The capture leads to a significant scene involving Kessler. Details are still murky, but here's where it turns. Huey outsmarts the shifter. A window opens and Butcher does what Butcher does, takes the shifter out. Classic boys moment. Everything goes sideways, someone nearly dies, and they somehow scrape through by the skin of their teeth. While that's going down, Mother's Milk and Starlight are taking out Dog Knot and Shalene while simultaneously trying to get civilians to safety, which is significantly harder than it sounds when superpowered chaos is erupting around you. Marie and Kate step in to set up a safe house for the civilians being pulled out. And what are those civilians being rescued from, you ask? A Homelander loyalty focus group run by the father. I want to sit with that for a second. A focus group for Homelander loyalty. Vought really said, let's do market research on the apocalypse. This show, man, here's the cold reality of where things stand. And it's bleak. The virus is useless. Homelander is immune. Their entire strategic playbook has been thrown in a dumpster and set on fire. The boys aren't in a bad spot. They're in the worst spot. No plan, no weapon, no leverage. There's only one being who could ever physically overpower Homelander. One person whose abilities could actually depower him, Soldier Boy. But here's the cruel irony. Soldier Boy isn't fighting against Homelander. He's the one who handed him the V1. He gave him the keys to immortality. Whether he knew exactly what he was doing or not, the result is the same. That door is closed. Enter Sister Sage, the smartest person in any room she walks into. While everyone else is spiraling, Sage does what she does best, she thinks. And what she comes up with is bold to the point of being borderline insane. What if they could give someone else abilities similar to Soldier Boy's? Not his exact powers, but something close enough. Something that could replicate the depowering mechanism, recreate the capability. It's the kind of plan that sounds brilliant and terrifying in equal measure. And the person they choose to run this experiment on? Kimiko. Yeah, that Kimiko, the one who's already survived more trauma than 10 characters combined and somehow keeps getting back up. They're going to put her through this too. Sister Sage teams up with the boys to use a uranium-based machine on Kimiko, specifically designed to replicate Soldier Boy's depowering ability. And the process is brutal. It pushes Kimiko to her absolute limits, physically, mentally, all of it. This isn't a clean procedure with a guaranteed outcome. This is a desperate experiment run by desperate people who've run out of every other option. And while all of this is happening, Homelander is hunting them. Because of course he is. The man has no chill, no patience, and now zero reason to hold back. And the person he wants most? Sister Sage. She betrayed him. She chose a side, and it wasn't his. Homelander doesn't send warnings, he doesn't negotiate, he ends things. When he finally tracks down their location, Sage and Kimiko go into hiding. The group scrambles. Someone has to make a choice. That someone is Frenchie. Frenchie volunteers to draw Homelander away, to be the distraction, to buy everyone else time. He doesn't make it back. Frenchie sacrifices himself in episode 7. I'll be straight with you, and that one hit differently when I first heard it, because out of everyone in this show, Frenchie and Kimiko's story was the one that felt like it deserved a happy ending. The chemistry, the history, the way they've held each other up through everything. You wanted them to get out. You wanted them to catch a break. But story-wise, this lands. It lands hard. It's the kind of sacrifice that carries weight because we've watched him earn that moment across multiple seasons. It's not shock value, it's gut punch storytelling. And honestly, that's exactly what separates this show from everything else on TV right now. So there you have it. Episode 7, broken down, Homelander kills President Calhoun and seizes control. The boys lose their only weapon. Sister Sage launches a desperate plan to give Kimiko soldier boy-like abilities. And Frenchie makes the ultimate sacrifice. This show just keeps finding ways to go further than you thought it would. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think these leaks are real? Or is someone out there playing games? Drop your take in the comments. Let's talk about it. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to be ready before episode 7 drops, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. I'll catch you in the next one.